Yo, Nemi gang, today is the day I finally jump on some Monster Hunter Wilds. I also give you a basic introduction to the franchise if you're new to the game, and show you some of the things that just make this game great. So just what exactly is Monster Hunter Wilds about? Well, to keep things as simple and as brief as possible, Monster Hunter, like the title suggests, involves you hunting monsters, carving out their parts, and then crafting stronger weapons and stronger armor from set monsters' parts. That's basically the simple gameplay loop of Monster Hunter. Hunt powerful monster, carve powerful monster, get powerful monsters parts, craft better and stronger weapons and armor from said powerful monster, and fight a more bigger and stronger powerful monster. Of course, it's way deeper than that. There is more involved to the game, but when it comes to the meat and potatoes of Monster Hunter, this is what you're looking at in terms of gameplay and what to expect when you get into this game. One of the most unique and interesting things about Monster Hunter is its weapon system. This game has 14 different unique weapons, with each weapon having a unique moveset that you have to put time in and actually master. So it's not like a Dark Souls game where you can just find weapons and each weapon has like 1 to 3 moves, so you can instantly switch weapons whenever you find something better. Monster Hunter requires you to actually put in time and effort at learning and mastering a weapon, with each weapon having different gimmicks, different movesets, different combos, movement techniques, different counters. You have to actually put time in learning your weapon. This is one of the things I absolutely love about this game. Now, obviously in the near future, I will make weapon guides for every single weapon in this game, but for the sake of this particular video, I want to talk about my personal favorite weapon, the insect glaive, and just how it works, because I'm going to show you guys a hand later in this video, so I want you guys to have an idea of what's going on in the hand as I use my specific weapon type. Okay, so just a brief explanation on what the insect glaive is and how it works. So the insect glaive is like a staff. It's like a Wukong staff with a blade at the end of it. So you fight alongside an actual insect, in this case a kinsect. So it's a huge ass bug, as you can see on my hunter's right arm. So it's a very versatile weapon. It has a lot of speed. This is why I love it so much. And it's also an aerial combat focused weapon. You can choose to fight on the ground or in the sky. The insect glaive revolves around gathering extracts using your bug. So basically these are buffs the bug can give you by hitting specific parts on the monster. So there's a red extract that gives you damage, a white extract that improves your speed and your jump height when you go aerial with the weapon, as well as an orange extract that gives you some improved defenses. You can also get a triple buff when you get all 3 extracts, giving you stuff like tremor resistance, wind negativity, and earplugs. So like when a monster roars, usually they can stun you in this game, but if you have a triple buff with the insect glaive, you get immune to that stuff. You get immune to tremor resistance. Basically when the monster stamps on the ground, you get immune to that as well. This also changes how your weapon works. So basically you don't use insect glaive without getting the buffs from the monster first, using the extracts gathered from your kinsect. It's like a bare bones weapon until you get all 3 extracts. So at least you want to get 2 minimum. The gameplay loop around the insect glaive always revolves around gathering extracts from the monster. Again, different parts of the monster give you different extracts. When you aim towards the monster, you can see the color from your cursor here, or you aim down sight. You can see the orange color, you can see the white, you can see the green is actually a quick heal. So if you want to heal, get some life or get some health for yourself, you can actually target the monster spots that gives you health. And the head is usually where you get the red, which is the most important. Like I said, attack buff and changes your combo damage as well. Some interesting moves the insect glaive involve the rising spiral slash. So this one is when you hold or you charge up your insect glaive. When you let go of O while holding down L2, you get the rising spiral slash. This is like a super move that uses all your extracts. So once you use this move, you then have to gather all 3 extracts again if you want to use the move. So the gameplay loop revolves around you gathering extracts, spending them on this rising spiral slash for some massive damage, and then gather the extracts again. Aerial combat is very good for repositioning and mounting monsters as well. So when you mount a monster, you basically like ride it, right? Attack it on its back and then get a knockdown. It's very good for that. Basically, the insect glaive is the best weapon in the game when it comes to mounting monsters because of its aerial combat. Another important aspect of Monster Hunter and the insect glaive is popping wounds. So when you attack a monster rapidly on the same part, you can create a wound. And when you pop this wound with the insect glaive, it grants you all 3 extracts at the same time. So you can keep the loop going, use extracts, and then gather the extracts immediately by popping the wounds and gathering all 3 extracts all over again. Now again, this is just a summarized version of how this weapon works. I do plan on making an insect glaive guide. This will be my first weapon guide as it's my favorite weapon, so you can expect that soon. But as of now, I just thought I would give you guys a brief example of a brief explanation of how this weapon works before I show you guys a simple hunt I had just a few minutes into the game. I'm still early in the game. I believe this was my 3rd monster, so yeah, I'm just starting out and it's been amazing. So let's get into the hunt. Okay, so we are fighting Lala Barina, which is basically just a spider, some huge ass spider monster. So opening up the fight, I first gather all 3 extracts. I don't start the fight until I have my triple buff, and then I get a mount and get a knockdown. So we get the mount here, and like I said, the insect glaive is amazing at getting mounts because you can easily just vault in the air and mount the monster. So mounting the monster is a very good way to create wounds on the monster as well, and we need those wounds as an insect glaive player. Instantly pop them and get the triple buff immediately, and mounting monster always gives you a guaranteed knockdown. So we get a knockdown and just go to town. Okay, so you saw me combo into Rising Spiral Slash right there, spent all my extracts. I tried to get my extracts back by popping the wound on the monster's face, but she ended up running like a bitch. Yeah, monsters in this game have a bad habit of always running away after you fight them for a couple of minutes, so always have to chase after them. So here we go back and hunt her down, literally. One of the most annoying thing about this weapon is how difficult it can be to gather extracts, especially early game. As you can see here, the insect is very slow. As you go later in the game, you can upgrade and get some better, faster insects that can help you gather the extracts way faster. But early game, yeah, it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain, and you always want to have the triple buff for the max damage possible, but sometimes you just have to fight the monster even with just 2 extracts. But red is always a must to have for that damage buff. Here I completely whiff my Rising Spiral Slash, lose all my extracts, and I immediately go back to trying to pop that wound on its face. she runs away again. Now I'll just let this next part speak for itself. Yeah, bro, she just got her ass beat, bro. That's a good thing about this game, bro. Monsters do have encounters. They be fighting over territory and all that shit. This is what I meant by like the endemic life, right? The lifestyle of the monsters, bro. Like, it's just so hyper realistic. It's just so fun. The little details, the little love they put into this game. It's just things like this that made me fall in love in the game. Now, as of now, we completely close out the fight. And that's that, Nemi gang. A quick, brief summary and a showcase of how hunts work in Escape. So the next step from here, of course, is getting the monster parts. You can either capture the monster, which gives you more rewards, or just downright kill the monster and get rewards either way. Next step from this is, of course, going to the smithy and checking out what sort of armor the monster gives you. Of course, different armor types come with skills, different buffs and damage, defense, all that jazz for the weapon as well. And you decide whether you craft that particular weapon or the particular armor for your next hunt. Now, obviously for me, this is super early, like I said, super early game, so this isn't really a massive upgrade for the monster I just killed, but in the end game, it will matter a lot because there's some monsters that have rare parts that give really strong skills, stuff like speed sharpening, which lets you sharpen your weapon faster, because weapons do get blunt the more you attack. You lose sharpness, which makes you lose damage, so having a skill that lets you sharpen faster, for example, will improve your overall damage. Endgame has really good monster parts, so the stronger monsters towards the endgame. This is what it's all about, boys. This is what it's all about. The crafting, just getting stronger stuff, getting more powerful. Then at the end, you can challenge the end game, which is just fighting the juiced up versions of the already existing monsters. You also get access to way stronger weapons to allow you to fight the juiced up monsters, as well as stuff like arena quests, which allow you to like challenge monsters in arenas for best times, basically speed running. There's some sort of like ranked mode as well. You can get from like ranks A to D, so it's really fun, and just this overall gameplay loop is that hooks you to this game like crazy. Obviously the game also has a story mode, but Monster Hunter is not known for its story. I started Monster Hunter in the last installment, Monster Hunter Wild, and the story mode in that game was actual ass cheeks, bro. The story was so bad. Like, I'm only 3 chapters into Monster Hunter Wilds and already it's 100 times better than whatever that was in Wild. That just tells you how much of an improvement the story mode is this time around. It is decent so far, nothing too crazy, no God of War level storyline here. But again, Monster Hunter has never been known for a good storyline. It's mostly the gameplay loop that hooks you to this game. It has co-op as well, one of the best co-op experiences you ever have in an RPG. If you have some mates looking for a new game, something with co-op, Monster Hunter is awesome. Like, again, one of the best co-op experiences you can have out there, like, period. Now obviously I will make a more constructive video on everything you have to know about Monster Hunter. Like I said earlier, I just wanted to throw something out real quick, something summarized in my overall thoughts right on the game right now, and just show you guys a brief hint on what you expect from this amazing game. If you're new to the franchise, just in general looking for something else to try whilst all this BS is going on with Tekken 8 Season 2, Monster Hunter is right there, boys. It's right there. It's so fun. And one thing this game has is longevity. Like, people have been playing Monster Hunter Worlds, the previous installment, for like what, 10 years? Like, the longevity is insane. The numbers are always high. Like, this game always delivers. It will be worth your money. Like, trust me, you have my word. So going forward, Nemi gang, expect a bunch of new Monster Hunter content. I think I'll post all my fights against the monsters, all my encounters in story mode, and of course I'll hella post endgame stuff, weapon tutorials. Everything is coming, boys. Everything is coming, so expect hella content. I do plan on streaming as well, so I'll start community streams within a hand together, my boys. As long as you show interest, let me know if this game interests you in the comment section. So anyway, boys, thank you so much if you've made it this far. I know it's new content, so these videos don't usually do well, but hopefully it does and it piques your interest and you just jump on the game and just hope for the best, boys. So thank you so much. If you're new, please don't forget to that like button, subscribe as well, and as usual, may the frame data be ever in your favor. GG, Nemi gang.